Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Coco's Crafting Corner. Thank you for joining me today for this unboxing slash tutorial video. Before we get started, I just want to quickly say that I filmed this video yesterday, and so you're gonna see in a few seconds my outfit changed. It's because I forgot to film this intro, but I wanted to come in here really quick and say hi and also explain the company who gifted me this box to share with you. The company's name is Hobbies. It is owned by a lovely lady named Nikki. She gifted me the box to share and also do the tutorial with you. It's our little Gnome back there. Hobbies is a DIY craft company that ships directly to your home. If you go on their website, you will see different kits that you can pick which one you want to do, or you can join their subscription. There's 4 tiers, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. The prices vary, so please check out their website to see the pricing on that. If you join the subscription box, you get an exclusive kit shipped to you once a month. In the kit, you're going to receive everything you need to finish your little craft, with the exception of maybe some basic crafting tools like a hot glue gun, pencil, scissors, things like that. But really, if you don't have those things handy, you really can just use what is in the kit to finish the craft. So with that being said, let's jump into this unboxing so I can show you what comes in the kit, and then we'll roll into the tutorial. All right, so let's get into the unboxing. And I love how nice and neat it looks. You get some wood beads. Oh my goodness, your little gnome, look how cute. You get a nice little box. Let's see what goodies we have in here. You get a sponge brush, some twine, 2 different colors of paint. You get red and white. You get some Mod Podge. You get a little card that helps you lay down either your vinyl or your paper. I haven't gone through the paper, so I don't know if there's vinyl stickers in there yet. But this just helps you get like air bubbles out from underneath it when you're gluing it down. And this says tassel template, so something that I'll have to read the instructions for to see how we use this. We also get our cardstock. Let's open this up and see what kind of cardstock we have. You also get some dowels. Like I said, we'll have to go through and see what the instructions say for those. I get this pretty white glitter. And then this cute plaid Valentine color. So these are the parts that we have. We have the little hat, 2 hands, a nose. We have a little heart that the hands hold right here. And this is kind of like the face, the beard part. And this is the base. So we use this pattern one here for the hat. Mark what side you're tracing, like what side is going to be against the paper. So we want this side to show, and this side, I'm just gonna put an X on it so that I know this is the side that's down that I am tracing, so that when I glue the paper, it is in the right direction. You're just going to trace it with a pencil, pen, whatever you have. This is important to do step 1 because you don't want to paint your wood first and then trace, because sometimes you get some wood line or some pencil marks on your wood. I'm just going to set that aside. Then we also have the little beard that we're going to do in the sparkly cardstock. So once again, you just want to mark what side you're putting down, so that way you know what direction to put your paper. All right, and again, I'm gonna set that aside. Now we're gonna paint. Do not paint the front. So the part that you marked up, or the part that you marked, you do not want to paint. And while you don't want to paint, you don't have to paint the side where your paper is going. What I like to do is I do like to drag a little over just in case I mess up when I'm cutting my paper and it's not exactly even, kind of gives it a finished look. And that goes right there like that. So you do have to make sure with your hat that you have the right side facing up, because if we would have done that way, it would have been pointing the wrong direction to match up with that. We're gonna paint this guy again, just the sides. I didn't paint the back of the hat because that's gonna be glued down onto this piece of wood. Something I did not mention was what would be handy is hot glue. It's mentioned in the book that supplies needed that are not included as a pencil, a hot glue gun, and hot glue sticks. I'm sure you could also use E6000 if you had that to glue the wood together. It would just take longer to dry than hot glue. And now for this piece, we do want to paint the whole back, just because there's nothing going to be covering up this back, and it just helps finish it off and have it look like a completed piece. Something else that's handy to have on hand is a heat gun or a blow dryer, because you can turn that on and help the drying process. So there we go, there's our painted gnome. I'm going to dry him off and then we'll do the next step. Now we're gonna let all of that dry and we are going to cut out our paper that we traced. All right, there's our shiny little beard. It goes right there. Now for our little gnome hat. All right, and there's our little hat. Perfect. And now that we have those pieces cut out, we're gonna glue them to the pieces they go to with the Mod Podge that was provided in the kit. And you don't wanna super glop this on, but you do wanna get a nice coat on there so that it sticks all around. While those are drying, I'm going to show you, I mentioned that I was going to put my own little twist on something, and we have the Mod Podge out. This is our heart. I have just a scrap piece of paper here. So I have a heart. I painted one coat of red on it, and then I have some fine red glitter. And I'm going to add that to our heart. As you can see, we have all our parts painted and dried. I even put my layer of Mod Podge on my heart so the glitter will not fall off all over the place. And I brought out my pastels. That's step 7 on the instruction guide. I find it easier, like if I want to add a little gray to the beard, I find it easier if I do it before I glue it on. I'm just going to go around the edge. You're going to take your finger and you're going to kind of just shade it. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. It's one of those things that you could see in person really well. Could even like go in here with some lines. It's a little tricky on the glitter one, but it still adds some depth to your piece. For the hat, I am going to go in with this darker pink and some of the gray. Once again, just along the edges, just to give it some depth, some dimension. All right, best part, time for assembly. We are going to use our hot glue gun, which I have heated up here, and we are going to glue on our pieces. Together in there like a little puzzle. Oh, it looks like I should have painted his foot. I was supposed to paint him red. I painted him white. I'm gonna assemble this. I'll fix that and then I'll show you the finished piece.
Oh, I guess I glued the hand. These ones do not want to work for me. But it's okay, we're gonna figure this out. This gnome is coming together, whether he likes it or not.
I'm actually going to paint him red. I see that Nikki has him painted red. I like the way that looks. So we're going to take a brush. We're going to paint his shoes and his body red. Even though we've already assembled it, that's what we're going to do. As I mentioned earlier, I already painted majority of the beads, but I did want to take a few out and show you guys how I did it, just in case you're having some struggles. It is going to be a messy process. It is what it is. We're painting. We're having fun, right? So you just want to do thin layers on each bead. I have them on the little dowels. Painted all the beads. You guys saw me paint 10. There's all of theirs are twine, and what I have here is just a piece of tape. I'm gonna kind of make myself like a little needle, like if I was sewing. I fold it in half. I make sure it's pinched really well. And I take my scissors and I'm gonna cut this end off, so it's okay if you kind of cut your string off, but you want to kind of cut it at an angle so you have a point, so it's easier to get through the beads. I'm gonna get these on there and then I will cut it down to size. Now for the tassels, we are going to take the end of our twine and we are going to create 2 tassels. We're gonna twist this around a few times. You can make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. And then this little cutout that she gave you, is so you can easily feed your yarn that's attached to your beads through there. And you're going to pull it as close as you can to the beads, and you're going to tie a knot around that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you're going to cut those, and you've created yourself a little tassel at the end of your beads. All right, one more on the other side. And like that. And we have two tassels, a little beaded chain, rope, whatever you want to call it, and our cute little Valentine's gnome, who I've painted red now. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. Have a good day. Bye.